And thank you again for the honor of your visit today. A strong and thriving friendship between the United States and Brazil is essential to a future of security and prosperity for all of our citizens. It's been a wonderful time getting to know you. You're doing a fantastic job. You brought the country together, and I look forward to working with you in a very close relationship for many years to come. Thank you. Thank you very much. Mr. President, thank you very much.
Excelentíssimo senhor Donald Trump.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, Donald Trump, the President of the United States of America, my cabinet ministers, members of the delegations joining us in this session today, both from Brazil and from the U.S., and ladies and gentlemen, media professionals, other guests. Thank you very much, President Trump, for your warm hospitality. It is an honor for us to be in Washington as part of my first bilateral trip ever since I was elected President of Brazil. I would like to use the opportunity, by the way, to invite you to reciprocate this visit, because you will indeed be very welcomed by the Brazilian people at large. We do share a great deal in common. I have always admired the United States of America. And this sense of admiration has just increased after you took office at the presidency. This meeting of ours today restores an old tradition of partnership, and at the same time it starts a new chapter of cooperation between Brazil and the United States. Inasmuch as today we have revisited and have again decided to promote matters that were on our order of business for decades. It is time to overcome old resistances and explore the very vast potential that is there between Brazil and the United States. After all, it is fair to say that today Brazil does have a president who is not anti-American, which is really unprecedented in the past few decades. The reforms we are currently undertaking have changed Brazil into an even more attractive country. We are strongly committed to striking a proper balance in government accounts and also, of course, totally changing the business environment. U.S. support to Brazil's accession to the OECD will be clearly interpreted or construed as a gesture of mutual understanding, which will be very emblematic as part of the closer and closer ties we aspire to. The private sectors of both countries should remain a high-profile player in our relations, and that is why we have decided to restore the CEO forum between Brazil and the U.S. We also intend to attach priority to relaunching an energy forum with an emphasis on oil, gas, and other sources of energy. The Brazilian government, as a sign of goodwill, has granted full visa exemption to U.S. nationals with a view to further encouraging tourism and business travels. On the defense and space cooperation work front, we have signed a technology safeguards agreement, which will in turn enable the Alcântara Satellite Launch Center. Military cooperation has also expanded as we seek out partnerships in the development of defense systems. Science, technology, and innovation activity can certainly be expected to take on an increasing role as part of our bilateral agenda. Hence, our proposal to launch an innovation forum between Brazil and the U.S. Efforts to tackle terrorism and organized crime is a matter of utmost urgency for our two peoples. We have decided to strengthen our bilateral security forum and do more against money laundering and drug trafficking. Re-establishing democracy in Venezuela is also a shared interest between our two administrations. The dictatorial regime in Venezuela today is part of a broader international coalition known as the Sao Paulo Forum, which nearly conquered power throughout Latin America in recent times. However, by democratic means, we were able to rid ourselves from that project in Brazil. In conclusion, may I say that Brazil and the United States stand side by side in their efforts to ensure liberties and respect to traditional family lifestyles, respect to God, our Creator, against the gender ideology or the politically correct attitudes, and against fake news. Drawing inspiration from Ronald Reagan, I wish to bring to Brazil his administration style as summarized in the following citation. People should say what the government can do and not the other way around. The United States changed in 2017, and Brazil has just started to change now in 2017. We stand together side by side to the ultimate benefit of our two nations. We want to have a great America, yes, and we also want to have a great Brazil. Once again, may I voice my admiration and recognition to President Donald Trump on this beautiful day where we seal a promising alliance between the two most promising and largest democracies in the Western Hemisphere. May God bless Brazil and may God bless the United States of America. Thank you very much, Mr. President.